was it. That's all I had.
Talk about the Magnolia deal. Yeah. Just your thoughts initially.
Well, obviously it's been a great week for us, to announce the gift that Chip and Joanna and Magnolia have made to Baylor baseball. And being the biggest one in school history, it's a huge deal for our program, and we're very thankful and appreciative, and can't wait to see those things be put to use and improving our facilities.
Are you going to be able to do a lot of the stuff that you had planned or wanted to do?
Well, I think we will. I do. I think we're working on it now, and our people are over there getting after it and trying to figure out how to go about this the best way. And we're gonna need more to do exactly what we wanted to do. But man, we hit a home run on Monday, and making that announcement was awesome.
I was going to say, are you allowed to say what that's going to go towards?
No, I don't think that we've settled exactly on it, but my thought process on it is the things that are going to affect the players. We're talking about a player development facility, maybe a turf practice facility, maybe locker room enhancements, training room enhancements. All those things that touch the players on a daily basis. That's what we need to do. We built the ballpark 27 years ago. It's been awesome, and everything that still touches the fans are fantastic. But what touches the players, we need to continue to improve on, and we're sure thankful Chip and Joanna stepped up and made that huge commitment.
Can you feel the energy? I mean, just with your players and the community. I mean,
well, I think so, and I think that other people are going to want to be a part of it. I think that Chip and Joe, when they put themselves behind something, it encourages other people to join and be a part of it too. And we're just thankful to be able to play at Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark, and it's got a really nice ring to it.
How successful was the fall, and what were some major takeaways that you noticed in this team?
Yeah, I think our fall was good. We had 3 or 4 or 5 pitchers that we had to kind of wait on that are showing that they're getting ready to go right now, and so I'm excited to see that, because that added depth on the mound will obviously play a big role for us. I think we're athletic. I think we have versatility. I think we have guys who can do multiple things on defense, and that'll allow us to put the best offensive team out there on the field as well. And so I like the way the guys are getting after things. We've had fantastic weather. You couldn't beat this weather for January, so the fall was good, but yeah, we've had a good first week.
Coach, this is year 4 for you. How much have you seen, especially with Chip and Joanna did, how much have you seen this program grow, and how much have you grown as a coach?
Well, yeah, you grow every year as a coach. I mean, this is year 36 or 37 for me, and it's so crazy to even think that, but you grow every year, and you try and figure out new ways. We've got such a great staff. They work well together. The guys are excited. We've got good chemistry on the team. It's just fun to see us continue to make the progress. It's a challenging time in college athletics, no question, with the revenue share and NIL and transfer portal. But I think that one of the things that I'm probably the most proud of is just seeing what our guys have done in the classroom, how they bond together. I think these guys get it, that this is a lifetime type opportunity. When you come to college, you're making lifetime friends, but if you're bouncing from one school to the next, you have no chance of that, and you really won't fit anywhere forever. These guys, I think, are building those bonds that'll last a lifetime.
Coach, you're someone who's been coaching for 30-something years. Can you talk a little bit about on the field what makes this team this year so special?
Well, we'll see how special it is. I mean, obviously we've got a really challenging schedule, but these guys have high aspirations. I mean, they're shooting for the moon, and we've got better athleticism. We've got better strength. I think when you look at offensively, you say we return 5 guys who have hit over 300 for a complete season at Division I baseball. That's probably pretty rare, and so I just think that we can continue to push the bar and continue to push it higher and higher. And our goal is to get back in the NCAA tournament and have a chance to compete to go to Omaha. And so, we've got a lot of work ahead of us. Things are going to have to fall in the right way. We're going to have to stay healthy, but all those things we're looking good at right now, and we're excited about.
How do you anticipate the power will come from this lineup after what you lost in the portal and graduation?
Well, I think we get stronger. We've gotten stronger again physically. Coach Darcy does a great job with our guys in the weight room. Tice Armstrong's going to provide us some power. There's no question question about that. I think Travis Sanders will hit with some power, even better power than he did last year. I think Brady Janusek will hit some. Hunter Snow will hit some. You know, we've got 4, 5, 6 guys in the lineup that I think can hit balls out of the ballpark. We play in a big yard. I don't know if y'all know it or not, but this yard plays big, and so you also have to have athleticism. You know, you've got to be able to move and play defense, and I think that one of the things that we'll see improvement from our club is just how much ground we're able to cover in the outfield. I think we're better athletic-wise out there. But we were a veteran club last year. We're a little bit below that this year. But when you say that you have 5 guys that have hit over 300, it gives you some hope.
You mentioned the outfield. Who are some early names that have jumped out, and then maybe also like across the infield too?
Well, we're glad to have Ty Johnson back. And then the rest of the guys, you know, Ty Johnson and Caleb Bergman are both back. But after that, you're talking about guys who haven't played yet, that nobody knows yet about. We think we know them, and we think that we've got good players out there. Brady Janusek's an athletic kid's going to hit some balls out of the ballpark. Hunter Snow's a redshirt freshman, athletic, big, physical. You guys will like the way those guys look in a uniform. Dylan Perez, Bo Caraway, all freshmen. That we have high aspirations for. You know, I mean, these are guys that we think in the next 3 or 4 years they can really write their name on Baylor baseball and what this place is about.
Speaking of the classroom, I mean, one of the highest GPAs in a semester. I mean, what did that mean to you to see the guys achieving the classroom?
Yeah, they get it, and you know, we're probably half of our kids, you know, are in that business school. I mean, what a challenging deal. You know, our business school's off the chart good, and these guys get it. They're going to get degrees that are going to really count for them, and I'm excited for them. But the 3.48 just says that, hey, they're attention to detail guys. They're disciplined. They're going to take care of their business. I think that any time that you do that in the classroom, it translates well for you on the field. And so the last 2 years, the last 3 semesters, we've set two of the 3 have been the highest GPAs in program history, and so. Either we've got a bunch of really book smart nerds, or we got guys that are winners, and we kind of feel that way about it.
How do you feel about the pitching stuff?
Yeah, no, I like what we've got. I think we're deeper, you know, especially when we get the guys back that we were missing the fall. You know, that we're deeper. The guys' arms are all bouncing back well. I think that we're throwing strikes. You know, that's the thing that last year was such a big change for us, just the ability to throw strikes and to compete in the zone. So, you know, I anticipate the staff will take another step forward. And, you know, they asked me last night at the coaches show, you know, are you going to improve 2 runs in ERA again? I said, well, if we do, we'll lead the country. So that'd be fine with me. I'm ready for it, but you know, that'd probably be a little bit of a large step for us.
How do you feel Gabe's shoes?
Yeah, that'll be a tough one, you know, but you know, the funny thing about it is at this point in time last year, there wasn't a single rider in the country that thought, boy, we're going to have to fill Gabe Craig's shoes. And we thought that, man, what we had seen and the improvements that he had made, we were like hopeful that what he would do in the spring is exactly what he did. But there wasn't anybody in the country that knew yet. So, you know, these guys, I'm not putting a lid on them, I can tell you that. Gabe was fantastic. It was fun to watch him develop, and I think we'll see some similar type development out of some of our other guys, and hopefully they can reach that kind of potential.
How excited are you for Trav to move over to shortstop too?
Yeah, Trav did a really nice job this fall. You know, he's an athletic guy. I mean, drafted out of high school high, pretty good as a shortstop, and you know, but we had Tyreek there last year. Man, I mean, when you saw Tyreek make the plays that he made last year, you understood. So, but Travis had a really nice fall. You know, we're expecting big things out of him. We've got other guys in the infield that can compete too and do well. And you know, T.J. Woodson's a talented freshman that'll get some opportunities, I'm sure. Brighton Clements is a redshirt freshman that we like. That can both play, you know, shortstop as well. So we'll just see how it all pans out. But Travis he had a really good fall. We're expecting big things from him.
Coach, with this first season being in the background field, is there kind of like a rise in motivation for the team to try and, like, you know, reflect what Chip and Joanna did?
Well, I think the guys really enjoyed it yesterday or earlier in the week. I think it shows that, hey, something's coming. We could be talking about it as coaches for a little while and believe it's coming, but it's like, okay, now we've stepped across the line, something's coming. And so yeah, I think that there is an added excitement, no question. But to get it back out here on the field and get going, it's been fun watching these guys. Thankfully the NCAA changed the rules too, and we were able to get out here this week and get started, and it's been great.
In your time, you've been no stranger to making people redshirt in their time. Baseball's a little bit different, but in this day and age of transfers and everything else, how are you preaching, I guess, patience to some of these kids coming up?
Well, that's true. It's harder, it seems like, to get guys to believe in the patience. But I think that when you can look back at the history of this program and some of the successes that we've had from kids who did redshirt, that all they needed was a little extra time, just a little bit of extra time. And we've always had to recruit players that we needed to develop, that wanted to be here, that were good students that do that, and so they fit that mold. I think that this year we'll see several guys perform well for us out on the field that were redshirted last year. Then you'll understand, okay, hey, that's a cool deal. And so every time you get a success story like that, it helps with the next case when a kid has to just wait a little time and keep working hard. Redshirting to me is not a bad thing. It's a great thing. It gives you another year to catch your breath and develop and keep growing.
Thank you.